Hey folks, this is Ben from carrypad.com. I've got the iPhone 4 and the Droid X here. I wanted to throw the two next to each other for a little head-to-head speed comparison. So the first thing I'm going to do is boot each device. The Droid X is running a TI OMAP 1 GHz processor with 512 MB of RAM. The iPhone 4 uses Apple's A4 chip, which is also 1 GHz, and 512 MB of RAM. Now the Droid is launching into its little branded animation here. I'm not sure if the booting is actually finished and this is just part of the boot process while things are happening in the background. I would hope so, otherwise this would be kind of unnecessary and add length to the boot time. The iPhone 4 has launched into its home screen. And, I'm sorry, lock screen on the iPhone 4, and here's the lock screen on the Droid X. I'm going to take both of the home screens, and we are in business. So the first thing we're going to do is check Wi-Fi speeds. But I need to enable Wi-Fi on both devices first. Alright, both are connected to Wi-Fi, and I'm going to launch the speed test application at the same time. We'll be able to see how quickly they load next to each other. The iPhone 4 snagged the server list pretty quickly. It took the Droid X a few seconds to do so. So now let's test their speeds over my G network. Droid X has a ping of 71 milliseconds on this test. Came in with a 7.3 megabits per second on the download, and upload is going to be quite a bit slower at 1.5 megabits per second. I'll try the iPhone 4. iPhone 4's download is 11 megabits per second. The upload is actually higher than the download at 11.2 megabits per second. Wi-Fi can be a bit iffy sometimes, so let's give that another try. Again, the ping on the Droid X is 70 milliseconds, and the download is going to come in at 10 megabits per second, almost flat. And the upload tends to hover around 1700 kilobits per second. That's what I've been seeing consistently from this device. So I'm going to say it's not my Wi-Fi network likely that is causing this slow upload on the Droid X, but it may be the firmware itself. It should be able to support speeds better than that. So here on the iPhone, again, we've got 11 megabits per second on the download and 10 megabits per second on the upload, while the Droid is only 1.6 megabits per second on the upload. Not sure exactly what's causing that at this time. So next thing we're going to do is launch Google Earth, see how they load next to each other. You can see the Droid X hung just a little bit there as I tapped it. Though it does seem to zoom in quite a bit faster. That may just be per application. And let's look at the scrolling. Oops. I'm not sure if you can see, but on the Droid side, when the images are loaded, it seems to be significantly more stuttery. Sort of as jaggy as it comes down. Jaggy's totally a word, I just made it up. Well, yeah, that's how both of these run. Of course, these are two different applications running on two different devices. Even though they're under the same name, it's going to be different code for each device here. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is have a look at the browser. Oop, missed the go button there. We'll have to try another site. I cleared the cache on both of these devices previously. pretty close race there. The Droid does scroll noticeably with a lower frame rate than the iPhone 4. That's pretty much always been the case with the iPhone devices. They've always had very smooth scrolling. Let's try Engadget. Oops. So there's the mobile version of Engadget, and we will launch the full version. Droid X beat the iPhone 4 here. Alright, let's take a look at how long it takes each to rotate. Very similar on that, actually. The iPhone 4 is just animated. Oop. Let's try that again. I want to make sure you guys can see it. Didn't hold the droid up high enough that time. There we go. It's pretty close. iPhone 4 seems to take, it's like it reacts faster, but it takes just the same amount of time because it's animated. Alright, the next thing I want to do is see how quickly it takes each device to receive an email. So, over here off camera, I've got an email ready to go, and I'm going to first clear this notification. And I have 2 down here, so we're going to wait for that number to change to 3, and up here we'll be looking for notification in the status bar. So I've sent that email right now. And we'll see how long it takes each device to get it. The iPhone 4 just got it. And there goes the Droid. So not too bad on the Droid side. Generally, the Droid seems to be somewhat slower, while the iPhone feels instant. The Droid's default email notification may be fetch instead of push. The iPhone does push. Let's try it one more time. And I'm sending the email right now. iPhone 4 just got it. And the Droid may have gotten lucky last time, just may have just happened to be fetching right as I sent it. Right now it's taking quite a bit longer. Yeah, it still doesn't know that it's there. Alright, well, to close this video off, we are going to power down both devices. iPhone 4 is off now, and there goes the Droid X.